Minecraft clutches or MLGs are very popular amongst the community, and by the rise of Minecraft manhunts, they're more popular than ever. Now, even though there are some really hard clutches, it only makes us ask the real question, what is the hardest Minecraft clutch? Now, I'll be using a system of points that took me a literal 3 hours and a half to make on paper, so I would appreciate if you do subscribe. This took me a long time. So let's explore the history of clutching, starting from the easiest clutches, building up to the most difficult combination of clutches. Let me just tell you, it gets insane. So let's start with the easy clutches. The totem clutch. The totem clutch is the easiest clutch, ranking on the 1 on the scale. It's easy because you literally do not have to do anything. If you already have water, slime, honey, hay bales or beds, and maybe even sweet berries placed on the ground, it makes it a 3 in the scale because, like the last one, you literally do not have to do anything, just land on them. Now let's rapid fire over some easy ones so we can start getting to the harder ones. The water MLG ranks on 7 on the scale, 7 points because it is basically the most popular and it's really easy. Feather falling boots rank 6 points because you just need to put the boots on. And to drink slow falling, even while falling, it's pretty easy, so it ranks 8 points on the scale. Now let's get to the medium easy of this, sweet berries. Sweet berries is an 8 on the scale, as well as hay bales, slime, and cobwebs, which are 9. Now these are extremely easy because you literally don't have to do anything except spam your mouse on the ground so you can get the clutches. Now to the medium clutches. These are the most popular ones. The pearl clutch. The pearl clutch, the timing is slightly harder, so it's 10 points on the scale. The chorus food clutch. It depends on how high you are, and you really have to eat it at the correct time, so it's 15 points on the scale. The scaffolding clutch. Since you do have to shift and not just spam, then it's 13 points. A boat ride clutch, which means you just need to ride the boat, but you do have the time getting it off, as well as the minecart clutch, so they're both 18 points. And finally, the wart vine clutch. Since it's a smaller hitbox, it's 15 points. Now we get to the medium harder clutches. This is when things start to rank up on the difficulty level. Now, ladder clutches. You have to land on the literal pixel of the side to be able to land this, so this is 20 points. Lava clutch. Since you do have to land on the side, but the hitbox is smaller, it is 19 points on the scale. Now, a boat on floor clutch. Now, this is when you have to spam when the boat is on the floor, and this is 22 points because you need to aim. Same with the minecart on the floor, 22 points. The sleep clutch. It really needs timing, but you can easily spam it, so it's 21 points. The honey slide clutch, or aka getting the sticky situation advancement. Since you do have to land on the side, it's actually harder than it looks, so this ranks at 29 points. The horse on the floor clutch. You really don't need that much skill to do this, but the horse can move on the floor, so it ranks 22 points on the scale. And finally, the boat place clutch, which ranks 30 on the scale. Now, this is when the point system starts to get more advanced, so you really need to pay attention. But before we continue, we need to have some criteria for the final combination. Number 1, it has to be 5 clutches, no more, no less. It has to be all different, so you can't just make a combination where you have to craft boats 5 times in a row and then land all of them. That doesn't really count because they're the same. And the third criteria is it has to be possible with slow falling, except for when you're throwing and catching items. Now, point incrementation. This is when you really need to pay attention because I literally got every single combination and it'll make sense. So we already have a set amount of points for each clutch, but there are things that you can do to make it harder. For example, if you get it by a chest and then clutch, that is plus 5 points. If you get it by your inventory and then clutch, that is plus 2 points. It's not that hard. Next, to craft, it can become from 15 points to 55 points, and I'll tell you why. To throw, it's 7 points, and to catch, it's 10 points. So to throw and catch, it is 17 points in total. Now, to collect it means basically water, lava, or powdered snow. If you get it from a cauldron while you're falling, that becomes 10 points. Now, to enchant something with an anvil, that is plus 60 points, regarding the fact that you literally need to click 3 times and get the item enchanted, which is really insane. It's harder than it looks. And by placing a crafting table, it is 25 points, and it'll make sense later. Now we need to have specific points for each type of crafting method. I collected the crafting recipe and analyzed the crafting recipes of the boat, ladder, bucket, scaffolding, honey slime, hay, bed, boots, and crafting table. Now this will make sense. The boat crafting recipe is literally just swiping from the left to the right in a downward motion, in a U kind of motion. That is 20 points. The ladder, you need to make this kind of H motion with your mouse, which is actually harder than it looks to craft while falling, so it's 40 points. A bucket is 18 points because you need to click individually. Scaffolding is the most, ranking at 55 points because you literally need to add the bamboo on 2 columns and add the string. Honey is easy because you can do it in your inventory, as well as slime and crafting table. These each rank at 15 points. Hay bales, you need to get every single slot and get it to your inventory, which makes this 30 points in general. To craft a bed, it's 50 points because you need to put wood and wool. And finally, boots is 35 points because you need to put it in a downward motion twice. Now let's get to the hard combinations. This will make sense later on. So over here, let's just get an example so you actually know why I'm talking about all these points. Let's start with one combination. Let's say we want to craft a bucket, grab lava, and clutch on the side. So lava clutch on the side. All I have to do is, since a crafting of bucket is 18 points, grabbing the lava, so collecting the lava, is 10 points, and a lava clutch is 19 points, which ranks us at 47 points. So this clutch combination has a 47 point on the scale. Let's try another combination a little bit harder. If you get boots from a chest, enchant the boots and put the boots on, or just do a feather falling clutch, then this ranks at 71 points, mostly because enchanting is plus 60 points. Now I hope this makes sense, and let's just continue. So if we get netherite from a chest, we can actually make this clutch even harder, and I'll show you why. So if we get netherite from a chest, then craft the boots, then enchant, and then put the boots on, that would be 106 points, which is pretty crazy. And now, for the absolute hardest clutch combination that I have made, here it is. You have to throw all the items to craft the scaffolding, okay? You need 7 items to craft scaffolding. So if you throw and catch them, that will equal to over 100 points. And the reason why is because you need to throw 7 items, which multiplies the amount of points. Just throwing all the items is already 49 points, which is already harder than the first clutch. Then you need to catch them. Again, this multiplies. To catch, it's 10 points. So then 70 points in general are right there. To make the crafting table, that is the third step. So throw all the items to craft the scaffolding. Catch the items. Make a crafting table in your inventory, which is 15 points. Then place and craft scaffolding. Placing the crafting table is 25 points. And crafting it is 55 points. That's already a lot of points right there. That is already 80 points just in that step, which is harder than the first 2 combinations. Then finally clutch with the scaffolding, which is 13 points, which brings us to a grand total of 227 points. That is the hardest combination that I have made. Now, of course, I want you guys in the comment down below. Using this point system, rewatch the video, find different clutches, combine them, and then tell me in the comments if you guys found a harder combination. Of course, there might even be, but this is just criteria for you guys. This is just my ranking system using these points. Now we can use a very popular example and rank clutches. So if you come up with a clutch, you can send me that combination and I will collect them and make a pointing system from them, and I can tell you your score. So what I mean by this is we can use the dream boat clutch as an example. So in the dream boat clutch, he crafts the boat on a crafting table already placed, and then he clutches with the boat. So just to craft a boat, that is 20 points. And then to clutch with the boat, that is 30 points, which makes his clutch 50 points, which just puts in perspective how hard the 227 point clutch really is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make combinations, comment down below, and have a nice day.